In section 9.2, we're going to talk about pyramids. We've already learned about prisms, and pyramids have some things in common with prisms, except that with a pyramid, you're going to have a polygon and a base, but there's only one base, and there is a single point in another plane, so all the lateral edges will go up to a single point. So there's only one polygon that goes up to a single point, but the name will still be based on the type of shape of the base. So the point that all of the sides, the lateral edges go up to, is called the vertex or the apex. And of course, you're going to get the name based on the shape of the polygon in the base. So you might have a triangular pyramid, or you might have an octagonal pyramid. That would mean that there's only one polygon and it's in the base and it's going up to a single point. All the faces, all the lateral faces of a pyramid are triangles. All the faces of a prism are rectangles. And there's one other type of measurement in a pyramid that we do not have in a prism. So here we have a pentagonal pyramid because there are 5 sides in the base. It is a pentagonal pyramid. Coming up, here's our apex or our vertex. This is considered the base, and here the sides of the pentagon are still called my base edges. From the point down to the base are still called the lateral edges. That's all the same. Base edges, lateral edges, each side is called a lateral face. But the height of a pyramid is always from the vertex down right to the center of the polygon. The height goes right from the vertex point down to the center of the polygon. So the lateral faces of a pyramid are always triangles. And the altitude is the line segment from the vertex, that's that one point, to the base. And in a regular pyramid, the base is a regular polygon. All the sides are congruent and all the internal angles of the base polygon are the same. So all of the lateral faces are congruent as well. If my base is a regular polygon, then all of my lateral faces are going to be congruent because they all have the same measurements, same shape, and same size. Now there is one more measurement on a pyramid that we do not have on a prism, and that is called slant height. And it is also represented with a lowercase l for slant height. Slant height is the measurement from the vertex perpendicular to the base, and it actually bisects that lateral edge. That base edge. So slant height is the measurement from the vertex to the base edge. It's perpendicular to the base edge, and it also bisects the base edge. So in this diagram, what you see is the height of the pyramid is this measurement. The slant height is this. And if you notice, that will always create a right triangle in any pyramid. The height, the slant height, and from the center, bisecting a side, that's called the apothem. So the height, the slant height, and the apothem are always going to create a right triangle. And you may use Pythagorean theorem maybe to find some of these measurements if they're not given. So here's kind of a break apart of our diagram here. Here we have a square base with a height of 4 and an apothem of 3. So if I have a height of 4 and an apothem of 3, what's going to be the slant height for that pyramid? Well, that is a 3, 4, 5 Pythagorean triplet. I would know that the slant height is 5 inches. So if it's not a Pythagorean triplet, you can always use the Pythagorean theorem. We have slant height. That's always going to be the hypotenuse. Will always equal the apothem squared plus the height of the pyramid squared.